to make the decisions relative to this community's budget and policies. You directly impact the people's quality of life here. And this is where I started my public service, as did the governor, at the respective board tables for our select boards in Shrewsbury, my hometown, and in Swampscott for the governor. So we have enormous respect for our municipal workforce across our Commonwealth. I want to thank our chief and all of the department heads who are here for your choice of municipal service. You are doing incredible work to help this community from a public safety standpoint. We thank you, chief, and all of your department members, the men and women who wear the uniform to protect and serve the people of this community, and your counterparts across the state. That's job number one for government, to keep the people of this Commonwealth safe, and we appreciate very much and are grateful for your leadership there. To the DPW, this is your season coming. It's just starting to get a little chilly out there, and one of the first things Governor and I had to do when coming into office was to manage the incredible snow that wouldn't stop in February 2015, and we got to know a lot of people on the local level, especially in the DPW departments across the state, and we thank you for your service, and to the assessors and accountants and administrators, thank you. I want to give, before I talk a little bit more about this program, I'd like the Senator to say a few words. This is a community that I know you're honored to represent as a member of the Senate, and I offer you some time to comment about your service in this community.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. And I first want to extend a welcome to you as well to this town that I'm very proud to represent in the Massachusetts State Senate. And we have a tremendous partnership between the legislative delegation, Representative Hill and myself, and the Board of Selectmen and the town administrators, as well as the department heads. We're very, very fortunate to have people in this community who care a lot about what happens here each and every day, and who work to make sure not only that the needs of the people get addressed, but those needs are met in a very efficient and cost-effective way. And that fiscal discipline has served this town well. It means that sometimes in this room there are challenging decisions to be made, but they get made. And so the town, I think, serves its residents extremely well. And we are very pleased to be able to represent the interests of the community in the legislature. And that's why I think the community compact for Rowley is such an important thing. Because it allows the community to take the good planning and the good leadership that it has locally and harness it to the resources that are available in state government that you and Governor Baker have targeted directly to some very important municipal tasks. And these are things that the community here would work on regardless, because they're important, but might not be able to recognize their potential to maximize the capture of that potential in the way that they will now, because we have this agreement and we have the focus not only of the board and the administration, but also of your administration. So this is a good partnership, and I look forward to the signing of this document because it will symbolize that partnership. And I think we all appreciate the work that you are doing in 351 cities and towns, being out there every single day to identify what the important priorities are of our municipalities, because they do perform so many of the services that touch people directly and are among the most important things that government does in their lives, whether it be police and fire protection, maintaining the roads, educating our kids. That's done at the local level, and it's done in an extraordinary way here, and will be done in a stronger way through this partnership. So thank you.
Well, thank you. Did you want to talk about your best practices?
Yes.
What I love about this program is that it's voluntary. I mean, this is not a mandate, and it needed to be funded, and it needed to be driven by the communities. And we wanted a program that would be available to all size communities, not just our largest gateway cities, but rural communities, suburban communities in all parts of our Commonwealth. And today we come together to sign the 316th Community Compact. And that number is important because it shows that it is, in fact, reaching all communities across the state. And there's something for everyone, no matter how sophisticated you feel your governance is, or how little in terms of the staffing that you have. More smaller communities have more volunteer person power, leaner staff, to do a lot. And some people wear multiple hats in the smaller communities, and that may be true here too. So it's important that each community decide what they want to work on, and there's a lot of buy-in at the local level in that community. And then we provide the technical assistance and the grant dollars to get what you've chosen done. And in this case, you've come together to decide what you want to work on, and perhaps you can talk to me a little bit about why you chose these two best practices.
Right. Well, we have chosen two best practices. The first one would be to develop, document, and implement financial policies and practices. The town has many financial policies that are informal and retained solely through institutional knowledge. It is important that the town formalize our financial practices to protect and enhance our credit rating and to conform to Massachusetts municipal laws and best practices. While the town finances are overseen by a fiscal team, a very terrific fiscal team, I'll add on, consists of various department heads. The team could benefit from the assistance of formal policies that will promote efficiency, accountability, and transparency, and promote consistency in Raleigh's municipal government. Given our size, 2 to 3 staff members for treasurer, collector's department, 2 part-time staff members in the accounting office, 1.5 staff members in assessing, and limited resources in the town administrator, selectman's office, we do not have the resources to complete this work internally, and we will require technical support in order to turn our informal policies into a formal financial policies and practices manual.
That's great.
The second best practice is we're looking to develop a bridge culvert preventive maintenance plan to help prolong the life of these critical transportation assets. The bridge and culvert preventive maintenance plan would help the town to better understand how to extend the lifespan of our bridges and culverts by planning regular repairs and maintenance, thus deferring costly repairs or replacements to these structures. The town of Raleigh has several new bridges, in particular, in addition to an older bridge and an unknown number of culverts that would greatly benefit from such a plan. Additionally, the town recently developed its first paving management program for all of the town's streets and sidewalks. A bridges and culverts preventive maintenance plan would work hand in hand with this paving management program to extend the lifespan of the town's infrastructure. As the town proceeds with implementing the paving program, it would be ideal to coordinate the repairs to any bridges and culverts with paving of the roadways and to understand whether the culverts and bridges require any upgrades in order to comply with the new stormwater regulations. The town does not have the personnel or the resources available to complete the preventive maintenance plan in-house. We would require technical assistance in order to do so.
Okay. That's great. Well, congratulations on choosing these two best practices. What I love also about this program is that every compact is unique. For you to have chosen these two, these are clearly your priorities. The financial management policies and being able to put them into writing and to have a policy that can live beyond this board and really serve future boards and people in this community is really, really important, as you have stated. So I commend you for that. And I do also commend you on your pavement plan and then using this compact as a way to now assess the culverts and the small bridges that exist here. One of the things I loved about traveling across the Commonwealth and visiting with communities is I learn about ways that we can better serve the municipalities in this Commonwealth. And we discovered that there are many culverts and small bridges that you own. You are so lucky. And they're small and they're very costly to repair, maintain, and if they go out of commission, they can be very disruptive, obviously, to your economy, to your public safety, to your movement of kids to get to school. So we really need to maintain them. So what we did as a result of hearing from so many of you, we established a small culvert and bridge program through the Mass Department of Transportation, and we have dollars associated with a grant program. So you're obviously in tune with that, and we'll
We love to hear
Put-
dollars.
put up to $500,000 grants from that program that's built into our capital budget, and perhaps you'll be considering an application for some help to maintain some of your structures. So
Excellent, yes.
that's a benefit of joining into the compact program. The other a big part of this is also being able to listen to the department heads. And we learned early on that there were a lot of outdated regulations and mandates that took up a lot of your time and energy and resources to have to comply with without any useful benefit to the community. So we were able to put together the Municipal Modernization Act. Now, this was a big, pretty hefty bill, had over 1,000 suggestions from municipal leaders like yourselves. And with the leadership of Bruce and Representative Hill and others in the legislature, we were able to get that bill signed into law. And it's just a demonstration of the ability to get to yes. I mean, this was a very detail-oriented bill, and easily the legislature could have put that on the back burner and said, too much, we'll study this and we'll work on it over time. But they didn't. There was urgency. You worked hard with us to make it a priority, and we got it done. Now, in addition to grant dollars and local aid and school aid and all the Chapter 90 dollars, all those important resources that need to flow your way, you have additional tools to be able to do your job better and to help you save time and money, which is great. So we, as an administration, have made this a priority of our work across our secretariats, and we really believe that if we can strengthen each community, good schools, jobs and opportunities, and a safe and healthy community in all 351 places, we will knit together a stronger Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It's a rather simple philosophy, but it's really important. And as a native to central Massachusetts, I grew up in a suburban community. It's where my husband and I are growing up our family of two children. And all I want for my kids, as you do for yours, is for them to find everything they're looking for here in Massachusetts, because there are good jobs, there are safe communities, and there are good schools, and that they don't have to leave the state because they can't find it here. And if you have another generation of people coming back to live in Raleigh, to continue the tradition that you have here, that's really important. And all of the work that you do as volunteers on this board, and you as department heads coming to work here every day, is really important for the future of this community and this region. And I believe in that, and the governor does. I know Bruce and Representative Hill do as well. And it's a real honor to work through this initiative with you and to be here in your town hall, to see you and to see you working so hard and caring so much about the future of this town. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor.
Okay.
We are very lucky to be well represented in the legislature by Senator Tarr and Representative Hill. And you and the governor are working for us and providing such benefits so that we can maintain our community and grow with our rising costs.
You will. And to your town administrator, thank you for making this a priority as well, and for the good work that you do. So.
I think it's very good that we have somebody who have an ear, you being a select woman and the governor being a selectman, that you hear the small town. So
Yep.
thank you so much for all the work you've done.
Yes. In fact, even in our MassWorks program, which is our biggest infrastructure program to fund signal improvements, traffic improvements, water and sewer projects throughout Massachusetts, we carved out a fund within the MassWorks program for rural communities under 7,000 population, which is a community like Raleigh. And it's really important that you know that every community has an opportunity to work with our administration to succeed. So keep up your good work, and we're ready to get Mr. Perry's signature here whenever you're ready.
I need a motion.
I'll give you that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to allow me to sign the compact. All those in favor say aye.
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 Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Great.
All right, now do we want to do the group photo while you guys are doing
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, let's get
I brought my own photographer.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
An honor to be with you. And thank you.
Lieutenant Governor.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Lieutenant Governor.
You got it. Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you.
Good.
You ready?
Jane? No blinking.
That's great.
Have a motion to adjourn?
I'll
make
give
a
it-
motion.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
oh, I have the motion. I'll second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.